My name is Jim Ballard. I'm one of the surgeons at Rock Orthopedics. I'm originally from Los Angeles. I did my medical school in Houston, Texas at the Baylor College of Medicine. Then I did my surgery training in Nebraska. And in the course of all that, I met a beautiful girl from Portland, Oregon, and here I am. Trying to explain where I became a physician is a long story, because for me, it started when I was born, because my dad started his orthopedic practice in 1968. And so I've been around orthopedics and medicine my whole life. I had numerous occasions where I got to see the impact he had on the lives of people and how much he cared about them. And that was really attractive to me. And so I naturally gravitated to that as I went through high school and got into college. Once I got into college, ironically, I wanted to do anything but medicine. I just wanted to be my own person. I didn't want to be like, my dad was a doctor, so therefore I'm a doctor. So I majored in international politics and had this idea that I would be a professor, get a PhD, and teach at a university. But I put myself on a parallel track where I studied all the stuff for pre-med, and I was getting a degree in international politics. So when I worked in DC in this congressional office, one day after work, the legislative aide, who was a senior aide in this congressional office, and I became friends, and we were sitting around the office talking, and he knew that I was in the middle of trying to figure out what was I gonna do? Was I gonna be a professor? Was I gonna go into medicine? And he told me this story, how he had taken his mom to the emergency room about a month before, and he'd sat in this ER waiting room for hours watching all these people come in that were suffering, and now he had this internal feeling that he just would have given anything to be in a position to help those people as a doctor, and how much that would have meant to him. And in that moment, I decided that was it. I was gonna go into medicine, and I gave up being a professor. Of course, I decided whatever I'm doing, I'm not doing orthopedics. Because again, I'm gonna be my own person, right? But then I got there and I started taking things off the list. And I'm not kidding, orthopedics was all that was left. But I found that I was genuinely, for myself, interested in it. You know, the best part of being an orthopedic surgeon, there's too many answers to that. It's really special to take people that are in pain and help them not be in pain. There's very few times in your life, I think, when you can do something for a living that substantially changes the quality of somebody's life. That's amazing. What would I do if I wasn't in orthopedics? I love the ocean. I grew up in LA. Scuba diving is my passion. Let's say I don't do orthopedics, I would do something in the ocean. Outside of work, well, I've got a great family, so all my kids are out of the house now, so until not long ago, my wife and I were running around like crazy raising all of our kids. Now I just love being home with my wife and traveling with my wife, and I love the ocean. So anytime I can go on vacation, I'm at the ocean. Either by it, on it, or in it, or under it.